guys, it's Sam. I'm up today with something completely different for you, something that I haven't shared with you before. And this is my Project Life spreads. So I've been doing Project Life since 2015. So there's plenty in that time that I haven't finished as well. There's loads I've got to go and catch up on and finish off for the last couple of years, but most of it's there. So this year I'm determined to keep on top of it. And if you've been watching some of my unboxing videos and other videos talking about Cocoa Daisy and my planning, you'll know I'm slightly obsessed with them at the moment. So I decided to switch over this year. I've used Studio Calico for the last couple of years to do my albums, and this year I've decided to start the Cocoa Daisy kit, and their version is called, I think it's the Pocket Memory Keeping Kit. I think they've just recently changed it. I think it was a Day in the Life kit before. So this is my first month testing it out. So I had to order this back in December to get it for January's kit, and I actually missed out on the subscription. I subscribed just too late, so I'll get the subscription for February, but for the January one I just managed to grab the cards, so I haven't got any of the embellishments and things, so I've had to pull a few things out of my stash. So I pulled this Chamel pack of stickers, which I thought the colours went really nicely, and there was a few phrases as well that fit with the stories I was telling this week, so I've pulled that out, and then I pulled some alphas out as well, which I'll show you in a second. I think I'm getting them. They're there. They're on the side of the screen. I will show you before I use them. But I found it a little bit tricky this month because I didn't have any embellishments, so I did have to go into my stash and try and match things up. The only thing I did manage to grab was a pack of stickers, which you can just see in the top. Oh, you could a minute ago. Top right hand corner. They are from the Cocoa Daisy kit. So I've managed to get this pack of stickers and alphas from my stash, and I'm just having to kind of stick with them really. So the way I like to do my Project Life, as you just saw, is I print all the photos and then just pick through the cards and see kind of what goes and what matches. And then I'm just having a look now to do my first title card. So I always do the same layout for my Project Life. I use the same inserts, so it's the same kind of size picture. So it gives me 4 6x4s and 4 3x4s. So I use the top right hand corner of one of the 6x4s as my week title, and I like to call them week 1, week 2, week 3, but I like to put the date on there as well. So I'm just using these alphas. I'm sorry I can't remember where they're from, these ones, but they're quite old ones that I've had in my stash for a while and I haven't used them, but the little dots on there, I thought they worked really nicely with the kit, so I'm just using those to write week 1. And I will stamp the date on there as well. I just use the clear piece to I put them on the edge of that so I can slide it around, and then that little Let's Go sticker was on that Chamel sticker sheet, and a couple of stars as well. So I'm trying this year to keep it really simple, my Project Life. I like doodly borders. I do lots of doodly borders and scribbly edges, so I'm just doing that to kind of just frame it. I'm struggling with the pen a bit, it's kind of running out. But yeah, this year I'm trying to keep it really simple because I have got a couple of spreads from the last couple of years that I've not managed to finish. I really want to keep on top of it, and I actually managed to finish this week 1 on Sunday night. So as soon as the week is finished, I'd managed to scrapbook it, and the reason being I decided to just stick with the kit. And when I say the kit, like I said, I had to use bits from my stash, but I pulled the cards out, I pulled 1 pack of alphas, 2 packs of stickers, and that was it. That was my kit that I created, and that's all I was going to use. And also I've started printing my pictures from home. So I've got a Canon Selfie, and I didn't have that the last couple of years, so I used to use kind of online printing, so I'd have to, at the end of the month, go through all my pictures, sort them all out, send off for them to be printed, and then wait for them. And by the time they came, I'd lost the kind of motivation to scrap those ones. I was on to something else. So I think this is making a big difference so far this year. I've already sort of started for this week as well, so hopefully I can keep up with it. And I'm hoping to share these I'm thinking probably every Tuesday, so it gives me Monday to finish off if I'm busy at the weekend. And I'd like to start sharing them with you. It's something new, so it's something that I'm focusing on this year. And I'm just trying to keep it really simple. So I'm just going through each of the cards. I do a lot of journaling, so I don't really embellish my journaling cards very much. Might be the odd sticker or something, but I like to write lots. But I do a daily diary, as you probably know from my Cocoa Daisy as well, so I don't need to write the full story out, but I do like to put lots of journaling on. For me, it's about recording the stories. It's not just the pretty photographs. I really need to get the journaling in and get the stories told as well. So that's kind of what I focus on. I've just got a little 3x4 picture kind of spare, but I wanted it to go in one of the 4x6 pockets. So I've just kind of attached it to the side of one of the journaling cards, just to kind of fill up that pocket. And I'm just looking, I want to use that sticker, but I'm not keen on it at the top there. So I just move that down to the bottom. Like I said, I'm just trying to keep it simple. So these clear stickers are great. I'm kind of got to rub them down a little bit so they don't get air bubbles in. And simple bits of journaling. And that's it really. It's January as well, so it's not kind of busy, massive stories at the moment. It's quite relaxed. It's kind of back to work and back into routines and kind of recovering from Christmas. I know you're supposed to have a break over Christmas, but no, it's always manic, isn't it? So this one was just a quick picture of when I got back to work on the 2nd of January, which felt really early this year. The 2nd is rubbish day to go back. There was a present on my desk from my boss because I was off the last few days before Christmas. So when he'd come in with presents for everybody, I'd missed it. So it was a nice way at least to kind of go back into work. I took the edge off it a little bit. So that was really lovely. So I've just journaled about that and put another doodly border on. And this is another one. This was the next day when Chris had to go back to work. But he gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning when he's got to go back to work. So it was his kind of grumpy, tired face at 5 o'clock in the morning. I got up with him to try and be a good wifey and made him a brew to take in a flask and things, but that didn't seem to cheer him up very much. But I just quite sort of snapped a quick picture because I wanted to capture that as well. So it's just kind of us going back to work and getting back into routines. But for me, Project Life, that's what it's there to capture. I do a digital book every year of kind of our big adventures that I get printed that's got like, holidays and any big events like families' weddings and things like that. All the big pictures and the big stories, I get those printed. For Project Life, it's really about capturing all the little bits for me. So as you can see here, so I've just got kind of New Year's Day with family and just really simple embellishments. And that's it for this one. And some pictures of Christopher, of course, and then a diary card. And then those 2 little stories at the bottom. So that's the first spread done. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it really simple, really quick, and get it done, really. Get the stories told, which is more important than doing all the pretty embellishments, although that's obviously the bit that I want to do. So again, this is how I start. I kind of print my pictures, see where I want them to go. And I'm just going to flick through the cards now and see. Sometimes the cards have got phrases or words on that might kind of go with something that one of the stories I'm telling. Sometimes it's just about the colours. So you can see that said take note, and that referred to one of the stories I wanted to tell. And I really like that arrow card that I'm playing with there, but this second one, the colours kind of went with Chris's shirt in that picture on the left there, so that's why I chose that one. And also I didn't have a story so much to tell. These were just kind of pictures of Chris doing his thing, so it didn't really have a story to tell. It were just filler pictures, if anything. So I'm just going to use that as a filler card, but the bottom 2 I did want to journal, so I needed a bit of blank space on those cards. So that's the reason I picked the ones I picked. And I just kind of work through and make sure that the balance is right, and there's not lots of one colour on one side or anything like that. These pictures are a little blurry, and this is something else that I don't really mind. This was a family gathering that we had. It was actually a memorial for my great-great-aunt that passed away a few years ago. But I know that's not a happy occasion, but it was all the family together, which is a really nice thing. And it was a kind of nice reflective day. And all my cousins now have kids. We're the only ones without kids. And they were all running absolute riot because they're all little kids, and it was just complete chaos as normal. So my mum's one of 5, and they've all got kids and grandkids, and except her, she keeps telling me. But it was just a manic day, and I was trying desperately to get us all together for a photo. Could I do it? No. So we managed to grab a quick picture, but it's a little bit blurry. But I don't mind because that kind of captures the day for me. It was literally grab the kids and see if they can grab a quick picture, and if they don't stand still and we get a blurry one, that actually just kind of conveys the atmosphere for me. So that I don't mind putting those in. You'll see them again at the end. I'll show you the full spread. But the top 2 pictures aren't perfectly in focus, but that's fine. And this was just a little journal card about the day. And like I said, it was a memorial, so it wasn't the best day. But I just wanted to document that. And it was nice, at least, that the family was all together. So just wanted to document that. And this filler card just needed a bit of something. So there's a sticker on this Chamel sheet that says, "We are all made of stardust." And I thought that fit perfectly because, like I said, we had a memorial that week, and I thought that was something nice and reflective. And we've got quite a few little kids in the family, and we've had a few deaths recently, and all the kids kind of think that they're new stars in the sky. So that kind of reminded me of that and all the new stars. But also the photos on the side of that are Chris's new modelling that he's into at the moment. So he's kind of enjoying that and seeing where that opportunity takes him. So it kind of reflected that as well. So I just wanted to capture that. And it's a clear sticker, so I'm just scratching it to pieces so that it'll get all the air bubbles out. As you saw, it disappeared a little bit on that card, so I've just put it onto a piece of cream card, I looked at white, but all the other cards have got cream in them, not white, so I went for this cream. It was actually a bit of packaging from one of the other stickers, but it just looked so much better, and I just cut out, there you go, you can see his packaging. You just cut out around the outside of it and just stuck that in as a kind of big embellishment, just so that's kind of my focus. I used wet glue because it was on the back of the packaging was kind of a shiny card, and I was just a bit worried that double-sided tape or something wouldn't hold it, so just used a bit of wet glue, and of course it needs a little doodly border to tie it in with the rest, just so they all look the same. And I actually really like how this one turned out. So dead simple, quick filler card. Like I said, keeping it simple is what I'm aiming for this year. Fighting with the pens that don't want to draw as well. But yeah, for me, I need to get the stories told. You know, I can always go back later and add more embellishments if I need to, but I just need to get it done. So that's my focus this year. Not spending hours making it pretty, just get it done. Then if there's time, you can go back and make it pretty. And this was another picture. I've got loads of these pictures of the dogs trashed their beds and pulled them apart and pulled all the stuffing out. We'd literally left them for about 20 minutes, so I just wanted to capture that with that lovely sticker. Great. So that just seemed to fit perfectly, and I'm just going to journal in there as well. And you can see I used that roller date stamp on the top. I used that on everything. Sorry for the bit of a jump there. My camera stopped recording, and when I managed to turn it back on, I forgot to zoom in, so I'm sorry you jumped out suddenly then. But that's another card done. So like I said, just keeping it really simple. Couple of stickers, bit of journaling, doodly borders, and that's me done. But of course, the photographs draw your eye anyway, and the Cocoa Daisy cards are so gorgeous, you don't really need to do very much with them anyway. So again, just using that roller date stamp. I think that is a Studio Calico one, if I'm right. Just to mark the day, and then just journal underneath them, and it'll probably get a doodly board around this one as well. This was Milo trying to help me out. I was trying to organise books and sell a few of them, and he just fell asleep in the middle of the pile, which wasn't helpful. So you can just see that big white fur ball in the middle of all the books, bless him. But he tries to help. And that's it, spread done. So really, really quick, really simple. I'm absolutely loving the Cocoa Daisy. I'm sorry for the glare this month as well. I've moved rooms. I will try and get this sorted. But there you go, a couple of blurry pictures. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoy that. Hope that you'd like me sharing them every week. And I'll see you next time. Bye.